Hi guys, today I'm going to show you a no pressure Eid morning makeup. You don't have a lot of time, you have to get out of the house, everybody's waiting, the kids are crying, time to go guys, go. So this is a really quick way of getting your face together and you look casual, you look pulled together. It's perfect for Eid morning. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to create a pretty pinky brown lip that'll look nice with this sort of color. So I'm going to mix Bow and Arrow by KVD Beauty, which is one of my staples, and So Hap Pink by Bourjois, which is also one of my staples. So Bow and Arrow is a very strong brown. And by strong, I don't mean dark. I mean, as you can see, it's a very brown, not a very dark brown though. Before that dries down too much, I'm going to quickly pop in a little bit of So Hap Pink. So I don't want tons of it, just a little bit to freshen this up. So now we have the basis for our look. I'm going to take a little bit of this lip color straight from my lip brush into my cheeks. So you can exactly see where I like to add my blush. And once I've got that on, I'm just going to come in with a little round brush and just soften that into my skin. And then I'm going to go over that with the blush I'm holding. This is Impassioned, which is this cool, lovely pink color. One of my favorites actually. Okay. So now we want to do this very nutty sort of look on the eyes. So using my Rimmel Exaggerate in Rich Brown, I'm just going to take a soft little domed brush like this, and I'm just going to rub my brush on that. And what I want to do is I want to just get a little bit of a brown wash close to my lashes and create a little bit of a corner. Just kind of stroke next to your lashes. Don't worry too hard about perfection right now. I'm just going to give myself a little bit of a corner. I'm going to come under the eye too. Okay, now that I've got that, I'm just going to take a soft blending brush. Just going to push all this downwards, so the pigment comes closer and closer to the lashes. It's one of my favorite tricks. And now soften out the pigment here. So you can see that's like a very quick way to achieve some moodiness. I'm going to come on the other side. I haven't taken more on this brush yet. I think I might just have enough. So just that brush that has been dipped into the brown, Just vaguely put it around the eyelash and just give yourself a little bit of a corner. Now I'm just going to soften it with that same brush and come in with an empty brush. Make it gentle. Push the pigment downwards. It'll push all the pigment right next to the lash, which is exactly what we want. So just stroke down towards the lash, down towards the lash. Take a big fluffy brush and soften. Just stroke downwards and you won't spoil your effect. See that? It's really quite nice. I forgot to come under the eye. Okay, so there you have this really nice nutty brown eye with very minimal effort. I'm going to use the soft Glam palette because I think lots of us have it. So what I'm going to dip into is I'm going to dip into Rustic, which is just like this nice medium sort of brown. And I'm just going to use an absolutely fluffy brush. This is Inglot 6SS. It's just a largish fluffy brush. I'm going to concentrate first here. Make sure everything feels smooth and nice to you. I'm going to concentrate the brown here, not on the inside of the eye. I think of it as setting your eye pencil that you've used. And now when you have less on your brush, you can sort of soften inwards and upwards. If you spot any flaws, you can pick up that initial brush and soften things out. Fix any mistakes you see. It's all very sort of malleable and fixable, which is why I think this is just the kind of makeup we need on an Eid morning when we ain't got time. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm just going to pick up that same blush on Impassioned, so it's like a soft pink, in my socket line. And that's going to kind of give you this hazelnut finish to your eye. I'm just using it on the inside and on the socket. Inside of the eye and socket. Right, so that's a nice quick little effect. So dipping into this Maybelline 24 karat Nudes, I'm just going to dip into this champagne tone, which I think is going to do a lot of work for me with this look. So I'm just going to firstly pop it in my inner eye. Same big brush, just using the champagne tone now. I'm going to put that champagne tone on my brow, just a little bit. Okay, and using that same champagne just a little bit, I would just pat it a little bit on my lid. Kind of just on the round of the eyeball, not too much, just a bit. You can see it gives that sort of cleaner, nice little effect. Gonna clean up my under eye. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my mascara. I'm just going to use a brown mascara since this is like Eid lunch look. And then just make sure to sweep under your eye with that same champagne to make sure things are staying clean and nice. a nice little look? Not a hard one to achieve at all, I think you'll agree. If you want to know how to get the best out of your mascara, we have a video that we'll link for you, and if you want to know how to do your brows really well, we have a video that we can link for that as well. Just going to tidy up the same way. Taking I'm going to use a paintbrush, but really you guys can use anything. I'm going to just use that champagne color here just to really make sure the inside of the eye is open and pretty. Yeah, and now I'm just going to do my brows very quickly. Nothing too major, it's daytime, we don't need to go crazy. So I'm just gonna use a nice grayish powder. Link that video for you now so you can learn how to do your brows. General idea is to make it strong in the arch and softer everywhere else. Now simply using my finger in that champagne color, I'm just going to wake up my eye even more by just making this inside super clean. Can you see how that opens up your eye? Okay, so don't be shy. Once you press with a certain color, it'll come on more strongly. Now I don't have much on my finger, so I can blend it inwards a little bit. Okay, once you've got it nice and open like that, then you can come in with that same fluffy brush you had and just soften this whole thing out. I think it's a very effective way of opening your eye. And using that same champagne, I'm just going to go over my cheek a little bit. Just open and clean. Sweep it over the brows, the nose. I think that's just good for the daytime. You just want something soft and subtle. So early morning Eid, when you have to get ready for those visits and you're going to lunch, so I don't know what's going to happen in Corona, but usually we need to do something really quick, because your dad's downstairs or your father-in-law's downstairs, like ready, just ready to go. So I do sort of this kind of a quick look for myself when time is pressing and you still look pulled together, you still look nice. So that's the way that rolls. I hope you found that useful. Please like and subscribe, and we're going to come back with how to take this to your nighttime Eid look. So I hope that was fun for you. Thank you guys. Eid Mubarak.